I took courses in exercise and sports science as well as in history.
I graduated in the class of 1976 with a BA in journalism.
I was a theater major and a speech communications minor, and then I studied education and got a K-12 certificate to teach either theater and or speech communications.
I was very involved in a number of organizations, including Student Foundation. It was just beginning as an organization back in '78.
I had in my mind I wanted to be in business for myself, and you could be an engineer, which at that time Texas State didn't have engineering program, or some other marketing or whatever, but every business runs on money, and I wanted to understand money, finance, and what you had to do if you got to that point.
I was very involved in anything regarding the teaching field, so the teacher education programs, student programs, I was involved in those activities.
I was very involved with campus publication, the newspaper in particular.
I was in the theater all the time, either working on sets for our shows, directing or acting or writing, whatever was available.
And also had some time to go to Green Hall and do a little dancing on the country western side, but then also went to the Catch Me Out to do some disco.
But the most valuable thing I learned at Texas State is a sense of community. From the moment that I walked onto campus, there was just this overwhelming sense of community.
All of the learning and the exposure to what education means and how important it is to our nation and to our children and families has stuck with me through whatever work I've done, and it really feels good to know that I still pull from that.
I graduated in December of '72. By fall of '73, November, I went to work for myself. That's what Texas State afforded me during those years I was here.
To be recognized, I mean, I'm incredibly honored. I mean, I don't feel worthy to be here, but there are an amazing amount of incredible alumni that have come out of this university.
I was shocked, surprised.
Overwhelmingly just honored that the university has recognized me with this award.
It's the biggest honor that I could think of, to be recognized as someone who is making Texas State proud, someone who is proud to be a Bobcat.
Well, it means a lot, because this place means a lot to me. So to be honored by the place that I treasure and hold so dear, it is wonderful.
It's an honor, and I'm humbled by the selection.
It means a lot to me. I'm really, really honored by this.
For me, it really means that I have to work even harder to live up to what the Rising Star truly means.
Sorry, guys.
It's a tremendous honor. It's really overwhelming. It's very humbling, because I'm sure that there's been, of all the students, Bobcats have gone through this university, it's really overwhelming that I got picked as one of those people. And all I can say is I'm very thankful to have that. I hope to maintain that honor and integrity of the award.
I really hope that I can be here representing all of the educators that have gone through Texas State.
But what I do hope is that the future work that I do makes the university proud, and that it somehow inspires young women to take leadership roles.
But really, looking back, I mean, it was Dr. Rose Spalding in the government department. It was Professor Ralph Houston in the English department. It was Dr. Bob Gorman in the government department. It was Dr. Galvan in the Spanish department. It was Dr. Anderson in the history department. I mean, those are the people that I want to recognize, because they are the ones responsible for my ability and trajectory to now be recognized by this great, wonderful institution.
To me, being a Bobcat means open-minded, worldly, compassionate.
Sometimes you have to pinch yourself to see if it's really real. Did this really happen? And it did. But it took a lot of hard work, and it took a lot of staying after what you were doing, but having fun along the way. and meeting a lot of great people along the way, people that really helped me through some tough times.
Friendships, experiences, but it's also giving.
Being a Bobcat is like, it's a privilege, but it's an obligation to carry that spirit and carry that education and knowledge to the next generation.
You have to remember that once you're a Bobcat, you're always a Bobcat. So you're representing Texas State no matter where you go or where you are. So keep that in mind.